What's up, guys? It's Will here, back again for another episode of Lights, Camera, Collect. It is Friday, August the 29th. Dude, we're almost in September. That's absolutely wild. Like, what is it? September 21st is the start of fall, right? That's when like all the pumpkin spice lattes show up at Starbucks and everyone starts building campfires. By the way, shout out to Marco and Dean, by the way. So excited to have Marco. Marco, I hope you don't disappoint anyone with your beautiful face, because people thought Kiko was going to show up because I put a question mark on the thumbnail.
You cooked me so bad. People,
So
you disappointed people so badly. Everyone's like, "Oh, Kiko's coming back."
Yeah.
Like, oh man.
I know. So I meant to update the
even
thumbnail.
people. Yeah, even people on Collecting Weekly don't give a shit about me. The last show I wasn't there. People are like, "Where's Natalie? She was on like one time." Yeah. Where's who else? Where's Mike? And then like no one. And then Eddie goes, "No one even asked about Marco." And they're like, "Yeah,
Marco does not show up for work ever."
So
I will
sorry,
say,
everyone.
Speaking of fall weather, Marco, Dean, I gotta ask you, bro. I did it like I meant to tell you guys this. I did it like a week or two ago. I built a fire for the first time. I built a fire for the first time. Like, you know what's crazy? My girlfriend was on the struggle bus, bro. I thought she had it under control. She did not. I was like, let's build this fire. She has a fire pit. She's like, no problem. She didn't know what she was doing. I had no idea. She spent an hour trying to build this fire. It was going absolutely nowhere. She was getting so frustrated. And I was like, okay, let's watch a YouTube video. We watched that. And I'm like, okay, let me put on my masculinity pants. And I did that. Built the fucking fire in like 5 minutes, like a pure fucking.
We talking about flint and a knife or rubbing two sticks?
No, we didn't have a fire starter. But I will say it was still challenging because we had to get the small twigs, put them in a fucking pile, get it to burn, build that foundation. And then we put the medium twigs on the top, if anyone wants to know how to do this. And then you start building a little more fire. And then you get the larger fucking logs and then put them on there. And then you build like a pyramid. And it worked great. Have you guys ever built a fire before, or is it just me?
I've never built one from scratch, but I had a fireplace in my condo. And it just so happened, it was the worst, dude. My heater went out like the day a cold front came through.
Yeah.
And it was like an insane cold front for Texas. And I was like, I need to get a space heater. And so I drove to like 4 different like Lowe's and Home Depots and Walmart's, and everyone was like, no, we're sold out. Like, everyone's been getting ready for this cold front. And I'm like, how did people know this was coming? This is the first time I heard of it. It was to the point where I was like, my fat ass was like sprinting from my car to the inside of the store because it was so cold. And I was just like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So I went to the grocery store and just bought those like fire logs. You just light the wrapper on fire.
Yeah, that's the best.
And I bought a box of those, and then I just ran my fireplace because it was so cold. But I wouldn't really consider that starting a fire.
I mean, yeah, I mean, we use the fire starter. But Marco, do you even have to do fires in California? You have wildfires, but those you don't have to create
wildfires. I mean, someone maybe creates them, but I have very little experience creating a fire. I don't think I've ever done it. Maybe in a grill, like maybe with some charcoal. That's probably.
Dude, I need to learn how to grill.
Oh, Will.
Marco, are you like a master griller?
No, definitely not. But it's on the list. I just got a new grill. I got one of those green eggs, so I'm doing a tri-tip for NFL kickoff weekend. I'm gonna try it out. I hear it's easy, like in terms of what you could do. So. Yeah, I'll be giving it a shot, but I've always wanted to learn how to start a fire from scratch because I'm a big Survivor fan. If you guys know the show Survivor, and like one of the like tiebreakers is like, can you do a fire, right? Like people will get voted out if they can't start a fire. So I'm like, if I ever find myself on Survivor, I got to know this skill. So someday I'll get there.
Dean, are you suggesting that a grill is overrated? Because I saw your face there.
No, I love.
Okay, grilling. So I know you and I are air fryer guys. We know this.
I love an air fryer, but. There's nothing beats a grill, dude.
Oh, dude, but cleaning it, isn't it kind of a pain in the ass?
Not really at all.
Okay.
What I do, because I like to run charcoal. You can run propane. It's just a little bit more of a headache because you're like, well, how much propane do I have left? Like, do I have enough to cook for another session? So I like to do charcoal. And then, at the end of it, it's just a pile of ash. So you just sweep it out of there into a trash bag. And then the next time you use the grill while it's heating, because you don't just like put shit in the grill immediately. You have to let it get to temperature. While it's getting up at temperature, that's when you clean the actual metal grill.
Oh, so that's how that works. Okay. On a
Fascinating.
total side note, it is fascinating. Total side note, Marco. And then we'll move on. We'll get to the topics, I swear. But Marco, did you say before the stream that there's a Reese's Oreo?
Reese's Oreo, apparently. Yeah. So sounds like a combination of two of the most incredible things. I'm cooked. Dean, speaking of food, is that a Cracker Barrel cup?
It is.
Wait,
okay.
All right.
They have Cracker Barrel in Texas. I thought that was like, I didn't even know that was like
No.
nationwide.
Where's the barrel and where's the
yeah. So Cracker Barrel,
Cracker
I'm
Barrel.
sure everyone is aware, has been in the news this whole week. And they caved and we're like, you know what? We're going back to we're taking some steps backwards. We're going back to how it used to be. And I wanted to reward that. So I ordered Cracker Barrel yesterday. I got some pancakes and some like bacon and eggs. This was a Coke, but I put coffee in it for today.
Oh, I was gonna say, they got iced coffee, but yeah, go woke, go broke. But bro, everyone defending the shittiest logo that I've ever seen. But,
I didn't even see it. I didn't even see it.
They listen to their customers at least.
Okay, Cracker Barrel.
I mean, I really didn't give a shit about the logo, but the changing the inside of the restaurant was like, what are you doing? Like, that's the charm of Cracker Barrel, is the old country store vibe.
Yeah, right.
You
can play chess there. They have like the whole chess board.
Yeah, they have those little game boards.
Yeah.
And like they just went to this very corporate McDonald's looking. It was not pretty.
Yeah, the new logo was not any better for sure.
I didn't mind the logo. It was basically a I don't know, a vector image of a barrel, but like sideways. I got it. I was like, I know what they're going for. I just didn't like it. But I don't like love the old guy sitting on a chair. I'm not like, Cracker Barrel is fucking, life. I didn't really care.
Cracker Barrel is dead to me.
They listen to their customers. They're like, okay, people don't like this. We're going back to the way it was.
That's
and I was
important,
like,
bro.
That's nice.
Important.
That's so I
there was a whole
movement.
There's also a movement of pro Marco love out there, because Natalie G, shout out to Natalie G with super chat already. Natalie G, thank you so much. Marco G is low key the best panelist in 1-6. We need more Marco. I mean, I can't disagree with that.
Natalie's the best?
a sweetheart.
I'm right here. I don't know.
I mean, that is pretty fucked up, actually, Dean, to say, with you sitting right there to say that.
Yeah,
we are cousins though, so she's a bit biased there. But
Marco.
Natalie's the best. When we had her on Collecting Weekly, it was such a good show. Such a good
she's a doll. I love her.
Yeah, she's fantastic. So when Natalie comes back, it's going to be great. So we'll make sure to talk about JND first episode when she gets back.
You can't do her like that.
Yeah, no. First topic, back in the saddle, baby. Let's go. So no, I love Natalie to death. So shout out to Natalie. I called her yesterday and she was doing well. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us. It's going to be a fun show. We got a lot of great things to talk about, and I appreciate every one of you joining us. It's really going to be fun. And before we get too far into things, I think, look, the piece of news that people really want to talk about, I think, to start, is this Peacemaker deal. We will get to InArt Wonder Woman. I think that's the other big piece of news, at least insofar as this week is concerned, that people really want to discuss. But really got to talk about this Peacemaker thing. I posted a photo, which, funny enough, it's funny. Marco actually sent me. I had no idea. I was posted on Reddit. I think this is the first time that I've been made into a Reddit post. So I've officially made it. Thank you very much for all the support. Thank you guys. But I got a post about how I was going to love this head sculpt. And it was funny. I think after they posted it, I had already woken up super early and posted this head sculpt. And this is a crime against humanity. This head sculpt, this is not John Cena. I saw someone posted, this is Juan Cena. this is third party John. This is really bad. I'm sorry. I got to be real with you guys. I don't mean to sway your opinions and sway this topic. Look, I think with the helmet on, it looks fine. The body looks fantastic. I think with the helmet on, you're covering most of the sculpt anyway. Look, people are not happy. Hot Toys has got to do something. I feel like, look, remember Dean? Peacemaker just can't catch a fucking break. Remember when they made him with the seam, with the jointed body, and he was all skinny and shit? And then Marco, you remember they updated the body. Why do they keep putting Peacemakers out there that are half baked? Like, I don't like. Are they just assuming people are going to accept it? It's like, oh, it's Peacemaker, but people love Peacemaker, bro. Like, the show's killing it. I'm not even watched it yet, but I've heard how good it is. I watched the first season, just not the second one yet.
And the movable gun is a cool.
That's cool because last time it was in the holster and people had to go like customizing their shit and remove it. So yeah, I mean, it was pretty wild. But Dean, I got to ask you, bro, is this as bad as people say? Because in my opinion, look, I'm not trying to sway you. I kind of feel like it is as bad as people are saying. What do you think?
There are some angles where it looks pretty good.
Yeah. Like that one, maybe.
Yeah, like because I've been watching.
Though.
He looks very sweaty.
He looks real sweaty.
I've been watching wrestling since his heel turn. So the past like what 8 months, or I guess now he's not a heel anymore, but he looks pretty old. He's definitely aged. He's not a spring chicken anymore, which is why he's retiring from wrestling. So like
John Brolin,
I think this is actually pretty accurate. I don't think it's the worst thing I've ever seen. But there are some angles where I'm like, that doesn't look like John Cena at all. I think this might be one of those things where it's definitely better in hand.
Yeah, that's
obviously fair. They have, a year to fix it or whatever it is, their timeline. But yeah, I think they could work on it a little bit more, but it's not the most egregious thing. I would say this is as John Cena as the Wednesday was, whatever her name is.
The Wednesday Addams one, yeah.
Yeah, what's the actress's name?
Jenna Ortega.
Jenna Ortega, yeah. That's
Jenna Ortega. Yeah, this is as John Cena as the Wednesday was Jenna Ortega. It's like 85% there. You're like, yeah, I know who that is, but could it be better? Sure.
Yeah, that's fair. Dean, I think it is the worst thing I've ever seen. Like, I think it might be. Look, and I'm surprised when people look, because that Reddit post, they had me pegged, bro. They said that I was gonna say figure of the year, which that was actually pretty good. That was actually a good comment. That was the most upvoted comment. People said any figure. What was it? It said any figure ever, and it was like, Will, figure of the year contender. Look, like, to be fair, you're not wrong. But I will say, I've always considered it like the top 20, 25 figure of the year contenders. So I mean, I'm within that range at this point.
Yeah, I mean, how many teams are trying to make it to the Super Bowl?
32.
There's only 32. There's only one winner, so it's like,
yeah, it's true.
Are they a contender? Technically.
yeah.
So you're not wrong. I mean, you need multiple to figure out which is the contender, but that is a funny joke because it was definitely been on one.
I have been on one.
But to be fair, Hot Toys has been busting out bangers lately.
Yeah, they have absolutely. So, and I appreciate the support on that one, team. But Marco, break the tie here, bro. Is it as bad as people say? What do you think?
So you've put me in the hot take seat, right? So traditionally,
yes, you're Kiko / Natalie today.
They've got to have the hot takes. I don't have that dog in me today, though. Unfortunately, like I saw everyone freaking out about this. I agree. The way that they shot the pictures, weird. The way that he looks so sweaty, real weird. The hair color as well. It should be like either darker, like I think he's got brown hair. So I think it's got to be a little bit more brown. It's like looking extra gray right here, which is contributing to him looking so old. But like Dean said, like he's, watching season 2, he's not a young man anymore. Like he still looks fantastic. Like obviously he's still incredibly ripped, but you could see the years on his face. So I think that the base sculpt is there. Like, I don't think it's nearly as terrible as everyone is making it out to be. I'm a bit more offended by all the other choices on the figure. Like, it's kind of, obviously they've thrown in this head sculpt, which needs work at the very least on the paint applications. I think for the most part, it's there. It's going to look nice on your shelf. But like the lack of any other expressions with the masked sculpt, which if you're getting Peacemaker, you kind of want this masked version, I would think, or these two are just so lackluster. Like they're just not either of them really representing the character, in my opinion. Yeah. So I think there's that. And at the end of the day, I've always thought that the Peacemaker outfit is it's obviously comic accurate, but it's so goofy that even though I like the show, I don't think I need this representation. So even if they made all these adjustments that we're asking for, I still think at the end of the day, wouldn't really be a figure for me to add. Again, although I do really like the show. But yeah, I think make some adjustments to the sculpt. It'll be just fine, but give us another expression for the mask look.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, though, Marco, what I would say, I'm kind of with you on this one. As much as I really enjoyed season 1, I don't think there was any point for me personally where I was like, I'm gonna go buy Peacemaker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even though I loved the show, I thought it was great, and I'm sure I'll love season 2. Maybe it can sell me like on this new DCU because I loved Superman. Superman was fantastic. So the fact that now this figure fits within that universe, and you can start building out a comprehensive universe here, which as James Gunn's about to do in cinema, then you have something I think that's workable, right? And look, they did great with the body. It's probably a reuse, most likely, probably a reused outfit for the most part. But still, you have a head sculpt this time. Hot Toys has got to fix it, clearly. They can't leave it how it is, regardless of whether people think it's that bad or not. Like, there's enough negative feedback for them to do something, I would think, for this one. If they leave it, maybe they'll leave it. People will still buy it for the mass look. But I do like the outfit. Outfit's well done. Looks very similar to the first one, if not exactly the same. But yeah, a lot of people are saying Josh Brolin. I'm getting a lot of Josh Brolin comments. I guess I kind of see that. I mean, I do kind of see it. I just feel like it looks like a John Cena cosplayer. Like, that angle's not so bad. But this one, like, I don't know who the fuck that's supposed to be. Like, I'm not. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, I'm not sure.
But right there, like you said, seeing this angle, you're like, okay, it's there.
Okay, yeah.
If the hair was a little darker, if he was less sweaty, I think it totally is a John Cena.
It's almost like a JND figure, though, because you know how the silicone sweats? Like, why is a Hot Toys figure looking sweaty? Like,
they tried.
I heard there was an orgy scene in the show. Or is that what they're trying to recreate here? Like, you was at
holy shit! I don't.
Yeah, I'm not.
I sure hope not.
But yeah, so
yeah, it's a crazy scene, bro. You got.
You saw it?
It comes out of nowhere too. Well, okay. Maybe not out of nowhere, but
well, I know there's that scene
didn't expect that
in The Boys where they're all fighting and then there's the orgy going on in the background. But yeah,
that one might be worse, but this one definitely rivals.
Okay, yeah, this one's pretty bad, yeah. But yeah, anyway. So, but it looks great. I've heard great things about the show, so I'm definitely going to check it out. I started watching some of it, but I need to get more into it. But yeah, I think this looks cool, and again, it's going to fit in the DC universe. And apparently, they wanted to get Superman on demand for people to watch at home, so you could be ready for Peacemaker, because apparently there's some connection there. But I've not watched too much of it just yet, so I guess only time will tell. We did get
actually like
I
just really quickly wanted to say, like, the way that they've integrated Peacemaker season 2 into the DCU is actually like pretty smart, honestly. I don't want to ruin anything, but like, I thought it was a pretty interesting way to retcon a few things, and it's almost like they almost gaslight the audience a little bit. I don't know. It's cool.
Yeah.
When you get there, I want to talk about it,
because James Gunn directed this season too, right? He directed it.
I don't know if he directed every episode, but yeah, I think at the very least the first 1 and 2.
Okay, and he probably wrote it, I assume. Yeah,
I think so. So.
We did get a super chat from dude. I can never pronounce your name. I think it's Jarvin too. I see 3 1/6 scale collecting geniuses today. Woo, dude! Thank you so much. Geniuses. I wouldn't say that, but thank you so much. I'm glad that you think so. But maybe Dean and Marco. But I'm just chilling here, just existing, dude. Anyway, so
I'm definitely not a genius.
Dean's a dingus, but I don't know about a genius.
What the fuck, dude?
Isn't he Marco? Marco, isn't he a fucking dingus, bro? I think you would agree.
Dean is dingus. I think we can all agree upon that.
Yeah, I think it's confirmed.
I'm out of here. I'm leaving.
I think it's confirmed.
My last show.
Yeah, exactly. So, but no, Dean's the sex appeal. Also, he's the dingus sex appeal. But
bro, someone that you would use his soap for sure. We gotta talk about this at some point.
I mean, absolutely. Okay, yeah. It sounds like Dean's been doing some wild shit, but he's been known to do that. I mean, he ordered Cracker Barrel today, so I mean, it all makes sense, really. Guys, let's talk about the Wonder Woman figure. So Wonder Woman, again, is one that it kind of just came out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Like, it was just one of those where a lot of people were not expecting it. I had heard whispers and rumors, but I wasn't quite sure exactly what was happening. And now we have an InArt Wonder Woman figure in 1/6 scale. And I have to say, Marco, Dean, this one was, I would argue, somewhat controversial. I mean, there were a lot of people out, it was polarizing at minimum, because there were a lot of people out there who thought this doesn't look like Gal. I disagree on this one. Maybe I'm on the hot take. Maybe I'm the hot take guy today. Like, I disagree. I think this looks great. Could it be improved? Yes. Will it be improved? Almost certainly. InArt is very responsive to feedback. They're very sensitive to it. So if anyone says anything, if there's enough feedback that's negative, they almost certainly will go back to the drawing board and try to improve this head sculpt. So no one's complaining about the body. Looks great. Fully silicone. I wasn't sure InArt could pull it off anytime soon. They finally done it. It took, 3 years? They pulled it off. They found a way to do it. So it's one of those for sure that I think is, I think it's pretty damn cool. So, but I got to ask you though, Dean, I'll start with you on this one. I'll pull up a banner here in a sec. Is this one going to be, you think, one of InArt's best figures? Do you think it's off in any way? Do you think that InArt has missed here? Because I think this is one of their hits. But what are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I started hearing a bunch of people like, that looks terrible. That doesn't
Right.
look like Gal Gadot at all. Oh, we lost Marco.
Marco disappeared. He don't want to talk about Wonder Woman.
Yeah. I don't think it's
There he is.
that bad. I think it looks like Gal Gadot. I think it's an interesting face choice, like the little smirk, which I guess she does. I don't remember her smirking that often, but I think it looks like her. I think the body looks great. I think the outfit is really well done. Some of the poses that you get are just like, that looks like, it looks natural. It doesn't look like a toy, you know.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I'm convinced by the head sculpt. I think it's better than most of the Hot Toys they came out with. I mean, it took them a while to like really. I think Wonder Woman 84 was finally when they like nailed it, and then the WB 100 is obviously a little. I don't know about better, but it looks really good with the different hair that they chose to do. So yeah, I think this looks great. I don't know where people are coming from. It was like, that looks like trash. I'm like, does it? Like, maybe I'm crazy. Like, that looks so good. Like,
yeah, and there was a video, Dean, I can show you. InArt posted a video of it. Like, I'm not sure what I'm like. Is it perfect? No, it's not a 10 out of 10 likeness.
I mean, that's close.
It's very good though. I think it's like
it's like a 9.5 out of 10. Like, it's pretty good.
Like maybe Dean, but I'm not a huge Wonder Woman guy. So I mean, like, I'm not. Maybe people are looking at it a little bit more. And this is what on Kit. This was actually a lot lower price than I thought it was going to be. I thought with this fully seamless body, even though it has minimal accessories, I thought InArt was going to be like 550, 600. I thought they were going to go a little bit high on this one. They didn't. It was like 428 on Kit shipped. So that's really good for InArt prices, honestly, for what you're getting. Not that many accessories, but I think you got a lot to work with here. I mean, Marco, this is probably the distance you're going to be looking at it on your shelf, maybe even further than this.
Yeah.
Like, that looks incredible to me from that distance. So yes, I want them to improve it. Sure. Don't stop improving it. But at the same time, like, I mean, I think it's pretty good. What are your thoughts?
I think there's like two big systemic issues that I see. It's similar with the Peacemaker, where it's number one, the company putting out the photos, and number two, it's how the community reacts to it, right? So as a company, you're really responsible for, we talk about controlling the message. When InArt was first on the scene, they kind of like had a lot of unforced errors in terms of how they communicated. They've gotten a lot better, but I feel like some of the pictures they put off looked pretty soft, right? Or some of the pictures they put out, looked pretty soft. Some of them looked really good, but it was kind of hit and miss. And so it's like, you got to be you got to understand how people are going to receive these pictures, and they're going to freak out if it's not 100% there. So be a little bit more picky about what you put out. Because this video, right, the moment we saw this video, it was like, okay, this is way better. And I think like once you've been in this hobby for a while, you understand, okay, the first pictures, I might need to see a little bit more data, or data, however you want to say it. And so there's like, I think we kind of realize, like, okay, like first pictures come out. And as we get more previews of the figures, a lot of the times our perceptions change. And we already went through this with the gal Wonder Woman, with that golden armor Wonder Woman. If you remember, the first blogger photos came out, everyone was like, this is the worst picture. And then I think it was maybe like Jetta Patrol put out a review or something like that. And then everyone was like, oh, actually this sculpt is really like actually pretty good in certain angles. And so it's like, all right, there's a lot of freaking out that goes on. And I get these figures are expensive. People want to be really critical. So companies hear them. But, I think just from both parties, we all have to do a little bit better. We've got to, take a little step back, understand that, maybe these figures are a little bit harder to shoot, and not every angle is going to look good. And so make sure that you're getting all the data you need to make your informed decision. But then companies got to do better about, like, why'd you put out that John Cena sculpt like that? It's not good enough.
Right.
Whether it's like the sculpt isn't good enough or the pictures you put out are not good enough. They've been doing this long enough. They know what they're doing. So it's like someone on their end's got to be better. And yeah, community's got to understand. But I think the figure is really strong, honestly. I think, like you said, the price in terms of what we could have expected for kind of innovation on their end could have been higher. And like, this was a no-brainer for me, even though we're going to get a new Wonder Woman. It's still, I still love this version of Wonder Woman. Whatever you want to say about her acting or her, personally, I think she portrayed the character really well, and I'm excited to add this one to the collection.
Dude, Marco. Oh, so you are going to get it.
Oh, heck yeah.
Dude, see that we had a topic about this at one point. I think InArt is creating such good figures, and I think just the right price for most collectors that, like, even if you don't love the character, you're like, I might pick this up because it's such a good piece of art. Like, that's because it's almost like going to make my collection so much better. I don't think you should do that, because I think you should get things that you love at the end of the day, which is why I'm not getting this Wonder Woman figure. As great as it looks, I just don't really care that much about Wonder Woman. Maybe if I'm asked to review it or something, sure, but I'm probably not buying this one myself. Like, this is not something I'm really looking for, but it does look incredible. And trust me, I feel the FOMO on it, because I'm like, look, I'm not a huge Wonder Woman guy, but this figure, I think, and especially when they're done with it and when they update this sculpt and make it even better, I think it's going to be phenomenal. I think this is going to be like one of the best 1/6 figures that are out there right now. I think with the body and what they've done with it, the die-cast, I do think the die-cast weapons are going to be a little bit heavy. The sword's going to be a little bit heavy on her joints, so you got to be careful with that. But that's why sometimes I don't mind a plastic sword, because I can tell you from having like game toys where like Sephiroth, where the sword is die-cast, it's like really fucking heavy. So it's, still, this Wonder Woman is, what they've done with it is remarkable. Great hair, great sculpt. I do think they can improve it a little bit, but I mean, look, if you're unhappy with it, I totally get it. But for me, I'm looking at this and I'm like, if I was a huge Gal Wonder Woman fan, I'd be like, yes, this is incredible. But that's what I said in my video. So,
the biggest disappointment is them going away from the magnets. And I know we've had kind of issues with certain magnets, but this figure feels like it would have been perfect to incorporate. I mean, Hot Toys is doing it with the Black Widow and a similar type of boot. So I feel like, maybe the figure's too heavy and they weren't comfortable, but whatever, ass grabber that they've incorporated just looks weird. And so hopefully they reevaluate that either for this figure or for future ones.
Yeah. And I think, and like Christian said, like it said, it looks, he said it looks better in the video. It totally depends, bro, on the video, the lighting, just the angles. Like, if you see this thing in person at an InArt event, I guarantee you're going to be like, that's fucking sick. Like,
bro, the Superman looked incredible when we got to see their prototype over at Comic-Con. I was like, I had already ordered it, but seeing it in person, I was like, this is next level.
I will say, speaking of that, Marco, I don't think I've mentioned it yet, but the Superman prototype is headed my direction.
So it's getting passed around to you next.
Yeah, it's getting passed around to me.
I can't wait for the Reddit posts about that, Will.
Dude, Will's a shill. I show for JND, apparently Hot Toys, InArt, everybody, dude. Everybody. Just
man, that's exciting though, bro. That'll be really cool for you to get that in hand.
Yeah, and if people like, guys, if you really want me to review this Wonder Woman, like if you care at all about my thoughts, I can do it. But Wonder Woman's just not my favorite. But I don't like dislike her or anything. I just, I don't always care. I did review the Superman though, but I don't always care that much about the Snyderverse. Although I did really like the Snyder cut of the Justice League. I thought that was really good. So. We did get a super chat, by the way. Let me bring that up real quick. It was from Carlos, of all people. $2 super chat. Thanks so much, bro. This is a 7 out of 10 at best. Carlos hating, bro, as always. Hating, Marco. Hating.
Classic
it's not
Carlos.
A 7. It's not a 7, right? I think it's like at least an 8. At least an 8.
It's strong. It's strong. It just doesn't look like perfect from every angle, but like you said, like the distance you're going to be viewing it on your shelf, I think you'd be really happy with it if you're a fan of the character.
I'm Marco and Dean. I'm absolutely shocked by the people who are like WB 100's better. No. I just don't agree with that at all.
That's a tough take. That's a nice looking figure though. So
it is a nice looking figure.
Obviously you can't go wrong, but I think this one's going to be better.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Dean, I thought you were going to say something profound. You were just like, yeah.
I don't know. Did they change the body at all from the WB to the Wonder Woman 84?
Well, the Wonder Woman 84. Oh yeah, she did have the same. Did she have the same body? She was seamless, right?
I think it's the same body, just with the rooted hair.
Right.
We were looking at it on Tuesday's show, and the ankles are atrocious. They're just, you like see the metal screws like.
Oh, for the WB 100.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about the WB, but Wonder Woman 84.
Okay.
I don't know how different she is. I'm assuming it's probably pretty similar because they were so close to each other. But yeah, I think I think the body alone is almost worth the price of it.
That's what I'm saying, bro. InArt killed it. And that, you know, Dean, what that gives me hope for is Daenerys. If they rework that and say, okay, let's make Daenerys in the dress or something else with a seamless body. Like this opens huge possibilities for InArt and what they can do now. Because I thought they couldn't figure out seamless bodies, and now they have. So they said they wouldn't do Bane though, apparently, because they thought they couldn't do better than Hot Toys. So they were like, well, let's just leave that one. But
that's high praise.
Yeah. Hot Toys did do a pretty damn good job with that figure.
They cooked with that figure.
They absolutely did. Yeah. Hot Toys absolutely killed it. So anyway, guys, let's keep it moving. We're gonna keep moving. And Christopher is asking about that. We might as well talk about it. So the InArt Michael Jackson. We'll talk about this one real quick. I know Michael Jackson's not everyone's preferred figure or character that they want to have, or icon that they want to have in their collection, but it is a damn good looking figure. And InArt announced that there's going to be a jukebox coming with the figure now. As long as you pre-order within the pre-order window. So that's pretty cool. It's not exclusive accessory. InArt clarified that. It's not something that you're going to have to like go out of your way and enter a lottery for or anything like that. I think this figure is actually going to be pretty cool. I had the Michael Jackson, the Dangerous Tour version that I ended up selling to Kiko. He has it in his collection now. He's a very happy man as far as I understand with it. And because he and I talk all the time. He's doing well, by the way, for the people who ask. So, things not perfect, but he's still doing pretty well. So hopefully he returns at some point. But still, Michael Jackson, we have a jukebox here that's going to be included. No extra charge for this. I think it's the Smooth Criminal version is what they're calling it. And InArt actually posted a video recently about an overview of the figure and showed what it looked like. I think it's pretty cool. Look, the Michael Jackson I had, I can tell you was a very, very good figure. And I'll jump first to Dean on this one. Dean, is this actually going to have kind of a cool presence with the jukebox? Because that accessory, I think, is what's going to take this figure in its overall presence to the next level. Because the original Michael Jackson, the box with the lights in it, that's what took it to the next level. Because it looks like a big stage with lights. And I can tell you in my room, I was like, dude, I don't really care that much about Michael Jackson, but this figure is sick. Like when I was reviewing, I was like, this figure is sick. So what do you think?
Yeah, I think, Smooth Criminal is such a iconic music video to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been a long time since I've seen it, but I want to say it starts with him walking up to the jukebox and like starting the song.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty cool. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm like 90% sure. I don't know if you need it, but I mean, it's cool that they're including it. If you're going to pre-order it, you get a bonus. That's always a W, right? Get a little something extra for your $1. So, yes, I mean, again, Smooth Criminal is so fucking good. So,
yeah,
I would almost argue this is more iconic than the first Michael Jackson.
That's fair. That's fair.
And I mean, that's a cool figure, right? You got all the typical Michael Jackson apparel, right? The buckle.
That's not from a performance anyone here in the States knows, though, right? Like that outfit. That was kind of like from an obscure. Yeah, right. I don't think we were like super familiar with that outfit.
Yeah, but just like he always dressed like over the top, right? Again, like the bandolier, the gloves, it's very Michael Jackson.
It looks like the same sculpt to me, by the way. Very similar, by the way. Sorry, Dean, go ahead.
Probably, I don't see why they would need
very similar. Yeah.
But yeah, Smooth Criminals, arguably one of his best songs, if not the best. It's Bad, Smooth Criminal, Billie Jean.
Don't listen. Leave some meat on the bone. Leave some meat on the
bone. Yeah, and then obviously,
don't do it.
But I won't say it. But you know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, I do.
So yeah, I think this is pretty good. I like it.
Yeah. What do you think, Marco? Is this one going to have a lot of presence, or people are underestimated? Because it doesn't seem like people give a shit. I was looking at the InArt views on this video and just the engagement with it. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of excitement surrounding it.
Yeah, I think Smooth Criminal is iconic, like Dean was saying, but I don't know that this look is necessarily translating to like a figure that would fit a lot of collections. Like that looks cool right there, right? Like that's, if you love Michael, awesome that they have this representation. I think the first release is cooler, right? Just like more glitz and glam. It feels a little bit more Michael Jackson. Dean just did the dance, so I think I'm still waiting for someone to revisit that Thriller 2-pack, right? I know Hot Toys did one back in the day. If InArt ever got around to doing that, that would be way more iconic for me. I think that would fit in the collection. I just got vertigo looking at that tilt over, but like that'd be way more. It would fit way more in my collection because it feels like Thriller's already kind of sci-fi. Not that Smooth Criminal isn't a little sci-fi as well, but yeah, I think it looks nice, but I understand why a lot of people are underwhelmed by it.
Yeah, I think so too. And I think it's just like, and I even said this before with the other Michael Jackson. I was like, how does this fit in your existing collection? Like, if you're primarily collecting Marvel, Star Wars, DC, whatever, one-offs, how does this one fit? Like, I think it would belong like in an Apex case, like what I have here, like something where it's isolated by itself in its own display and it looks incredible. Like, where do you fit it in with those other franchises if that's primarily what you collect? And I think that's what people are looking at here. And I love that they're doing musicians and things outside the box, but while this looks incredible, I just have my reservations about, like, you know, are people actually going to jump in and really care all that much? But I do think it's going to have presence. I think the suit looks damn cool. This is a really good figure, crazy good head sculpt, great outfit. You get the jukebox now. It's going to be really cool. I know Kiko's getting this from what I was told. So Kiko's picking this up and he's already got the other Michael Jackson that I sold to him. So,
a second Michael before Christian Bale, Bruce Wayne is crazy, though.
I know. Dude,
We
Marco,
need that Batman.
you were preaching to the choir. People, every time I do a collection tour, people are like, Will, you have Joker, Bane, whatever, no Batman. I'm like, I've been waiting for InArt for 3 years. Like, I almost jumped on the Batman from the Armory from Hot Toys because it's really it's pretty good. Like, it's very good, but it's just I've been waiting for InArt because I had their 12th scale figure and it was beautiful. So I know if they translate that to 6 scale, a Bruce Wayne, Christian Bale, like Batman is going to be insane. Like, it's going to be absolutely insane.
Yeah, I think they'll cook with that figure for sure. They just you can't start with the Joker and then do 2 Michaels and not give us a Batman yet. It's wild.
They might do a Joker 2.0 before they do a Bruce.
Don't say that.
Christian Bale Batman. I mean, I don't know what's taking so long with that one. They did a 12th scale, but they don't want to do a 6 scale. I don't know exactly what's going on.
Maybe the oversaturation. JND did one. Hot Toys just done 2 recently. Maybe that.
Right. It could be that. But I mean, still, people will buy it. If you make a good Christian Bale Batman with a head sculpt and it's like $450 or something, people will go crazy for it. Like, especially if it's as good as this Michael Jackson or the Pattinson Batman or really InArt's recent catalog of figures for sure. So guys, let's talk about a Hot Toys release, which people are excited about. It's the Black Widow. So I have to ask the question. Look, a lot of people are saying this, that this is the best Artisan figure that has been released thus far. And I'm not entirely sure I can disagree. This is a really well done figure. And I think this is one of the few Artisan figures that have released where I have gotten many messages of people saying, damn, I'm feeling FOMO. I feel like I passed on this one and I shouldn't have. I did get a lot of people messaging me saying they're waiting for the Avengers version, which they could easily take this head sculpt, put a new slab of hair on it, make an Avengers version, because this head sculpt is pretty much perfect. Let's be real. And it blows out of the water any other Hot Toys Scarlett Johansson Black Widow that has been released thus far. It's not even close. Not even the same ballpark. This thing is incredible. I said that even when the prototype was announced. And now we have verification, confirmation that this is the best one. I don't love the hairstyle. It's not Hot Toys' fault. It's just the hairstyle of Black Widow and Iron Man 2. And but I can't deny this figure came out incredibly strong. Dean, what do you think? Is this the best Artisan release yet? Because I don't know that I can deny that it is, because it's very good. What do you think?
Best Artisan yet?
I mean,
I don't know about that.
I mean, damn.
I mean,
from a quality standpoint, it's really good.
Yeah, I'm just thinking like as a figure as a whole, like
I would go Jack Sparrow.
A pretty generic body and like a few accessories. Like the head sculpt is the show here.
Yes.
But yeah, I think Jack Sparrow or even Darth Vader is
the Sith Apprentice one.
Yeah, is a better, solicitation of the line. So I do think this is very good. And I'm with you. I'm not the biggest fan of that particular look for Black Widow, but objectively it's great. I think the hair's a little dark, but I think it's pretty dark in that movie or in that scene specifically. Because she's against like that whole hallway is like all white. So she contrasts against it very, like Stark, no pun intended.
Nice.
But like when you see her earlier in the movie, like when she gets in the ring with Tony Stark, she has like pretty red hair, and it's obviously a little straighter. But yeah, I think this is fine. I don't have any huge issues with it other than that. But again, it's just like I think that's the way it looks. So I like it overall. It's just not for me.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I really like it too, and I'm not picking this one up because as much as I'm a Marvel MCU guy, Dean, I'm not huge on Black Widow. She's a cool character, but I've never been like, damn, I need a Black Widow in my collection. So
I do.
Of course, this is one that I passed on for that reason. I mean, for me, it's like this isn't. I mean, that looks like a screenshot.
Yeah,
looks like a poster. Yeah, that looks like a poster. So I think for sure, I think Hot Toys, like Marco always says, they cooked with this one. I mean, this is insane. And of course, yeah, I mean, they're going to appeal to a wide variety of collectors with this one, no doubt about it. But I mean, regardless of that, this figure is extremely well done. I just hope, which we'll talk about, no one has any glue issues with the hair. That would be fantastic. Let's get an Artisan out there without any reports of glue issues. That would be great. That'd be good. Marco, is it the best Hot Toys Artisan release yet? Again, like I told Dean, I love the Darth Vader Sith Apprentice. I'd probably go Jack Sparrow as the best one they've done. But what do you think? Is this the best yet? I mean, it's certainly up there.
Let me see if I can do the meme really quick. Figure of the year contender. No,
we should bring that up and show it officially. We picked the worst picture possible. Oh, by the way, yeah,
you got to show this. But no, so I don't know if the best Artisan. I think that goes to Imposter Joker by far. Like universally loved figure. Everyone's going to be really sad that they've missed out on Imposter Joker. So good.
Look at this. It is incredible though. In my defense, in this case, this head sculpt is incredible. So
it really is that good, right? And so I don't have a Black Widow in my collection at all. I was never super satisfied with any of the ones they came out with. I think the ones from the Solo film, I thought about getting at like a really discounted price, but I was like, I'm good. I'll wait till they go back to the original Avengers. And so I'm sure they're going to reuse this head sculpt for an OG Avengers Black Widow, but I think this one, so if you missed out, whatever, like you're going to get another shot at this head sculpt, I'm sure, but I'm definitely getting this. I think it came out even better than I could have hoped for. And it definitely justifies the Artisan, right? Like they could theoretically do this with sculpted, but this deserves the Artisan treatment. And so I'm glad that I've come around on rooted figures or wool implantation hair figure, whatever the terminology is. But I'm glad that I've started collecting those a bit more, because I think when it's done really well, you can tell the difference, and it definitely for certain figures elevates them to the next level. And so I think this is one of them.
Dude, 100% it is, Mario. 100%, bro. 100%. And I dude, as long as there's no fucking glue issues, other than that, you got a great figure there.
Knock on wood, I've been good so far. Let's see. I think I've got 4 Artisans so far, maybe 3, but all have been solid so far. So
I finally got my first issue, which we'll talk about probably in the next topic. It's pretty wild. Sideshow has made it right though, not to bury the lead, but Sideshow has, or at least they're trying to. So we're gonna see what happens with that. But I appreciate them and their customer service team over there. They definitely were super quick and very helpful, as they always are. They're fantastic. But yeah, nonetheless, this looks great, dude. I saw Figure Hideout did a video on it as well, like a short, I think. But some of these photos, like even that looks like a screenshot. Like they absolutely killed it. They cooked with this one. They absolutely killed it. So, but yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And of course, guys, if you're enjoying the live stream, please click the like button for us and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. But click the like button. It really helps out these live streams if you're enjoying it. Make sure to click that. Don't hit and run. Make sure to help us out and make sure it's recommended to more people, because I got shadow banned there for a little bit. I don't know what was going on, Marco and Dean. I don't know if people, we were talking about that. People stopped seeing my videos and now I think they're seeing them again. So that's fantastic.
Weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
that's super.
Yeah. Now they're back. So it's good. People were reporting that my videos are showing up in their feed again. So I'm not sure what was going on there, but YouTube was upset with me about something.
Yikes.
But we're back. Doesn't matter. Anyway, guys, we're going to persist. And by the way, like I said, Marco, Dean, This is actually, and I tell people this before, I would recommend it. You can still be a masculine man. I get these cleansing facials every so often because you know why? I have very sensitive skin and I can get cysts and things like that. So I get them as a preventative measure. I look super fucking greasy and oily and lotioned up here because I just gotten out of one of those and they fuck up your face for a little bit. I mean, I promise you. People, guys, you're in the chat, give one a go. I mean, I think you'll enjoy it. It's pretty good. So
I just go ask for a facial, right? Is that correct?
And just see what happens.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Go from there and see what happens. Yeah.
Let me find out.
Yeah. It depends where you go to ask for one. Yeah.
I guess. All right. I'm sure that would make a difference.
Yeah, it definitely would. It definitely would. So anyway, guys, check out that Reddit post about me. Like I said, I've officially made it. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for all the people who said nice things about me too. I really appreciate that. So thank you guys. And yeah, it was funny reading that. And like Marco sent it to me. I was like, I didn't even know this existed. I went right past it, bro, because I saw the Peacemaker photo. I was like, okay, another Peacemaker announcement. Let's keep going. But turns out I was the topic of conversation, which
it's weird, the parasocial relationships that you kind of see out there. But when I scrolled and saw your face memed, I was like, all right, that's pretty nasty work. But I still laughed. I laughed.
See, Illusion Entity gets it. He said Will's recommendations videos back in the recommended feed recommendation of the year. Yeah, dude, that's gonna be my new thing. Maybe I should make a t-shirt where that would be like figure of the year. Like, yeah, I mean, exactly. Might as well own it.
Hilarious.
Yeah, might as well own it. So, but so anyway, guys, let's keep going. Dean, I gotta ask you, bro. Artisan. Let's keep this Artisan discussion going at least for a little while longer and give the people what they came for. We had a comment last week in the midst of the whole JND conversation that was ongoing in the comment section. We had one comment that was like, I was really looking forward to the Artisan glue topic. Well, turns out we ran out of time. So we're going to talk about it this time because I think it's going to be a really compelling discussion. Look, I ran a poll recently, Dean and Marco, I'm not sure if you saw it, where about, I think it was 84% of collectors, I can bring it up, that said the Artisan line, Artisan Hot Toys figures are not worth the premium price tag. So I have a QC issue with my Scarlet Witch. You can see my photo in the middle there. The other two are not my photos. My Joker that I ended up selling for JND and Anakin that I still have in my collection have not had issues that I've seen. Scarlet Witch did. She had a glue stain on her forehead, and you can see a little spot on the front where there was glue as well. So this happened very quickly after I got it. Sideshow has since offered me a replacement head sculpt. I have to ship this one back once I get the other one and inspect it and make sure it's good. So Sideshow did have a replacement for me. I love this. I started reviewing it. I love it. The hair is a bit frizzy. Like you can definitely get flyaways super easily with this one. There's not a ton of product in it, but I love how it looks if you get it just right. Takes a little bit of futzing to get it right. Take a little bit of water, so forth. Regardless, glue issues are out there. Not widespread, but they are out there. And finally, it's been my turn. Dean, are there enough QC problems to avoid Artisan outright? I don't believe that you should avoid them outright because I'm really enjoying my Artisan figures, but there is enough of them to feel some slight hesitation in your purchase. What do you think about this?
The Joker, I know you said it's not widespread, but it is wide enough. I mean, we saw quite a bit of the Joker. Yeah. And then when the first Anakin came out, people were having a lot of problems with that as well.
Yeah.
To the point where I think I even said like it would make me very hesitant moving forward. But then Jack Sparrow came out and he didn't have any issues, which is crazy because he has so much hair.
And Imposter Joker didn't. I never saw anything.
Imposter Joker never had any problems. That's why this one was so shocking. I was like, what the fuck? They've already done this.
Right.
And this is a uniquely Hot Toys thing. I haven't seen anybody with, maybe the hair looks bad when they get it, but it's because it was like put in the box improperly, or maybe the heat got to it and that made it all frizzy, but nothing like this that I've seen from InArt. So it's like, okay, you have 3+ figures with this problem. That's not a huge vote of confidence. So I could definitely see why it would turn a lot of people off because you're spending a lot of money for I might get a dud.
You might.
That's not good.
You hope there's a replacement. You hope.
Yeah, because there might not be.
Yeah.
It's like, sorry, this is a super limited figure. You're even lucky enough to get one.
Right.
So we don't just have parts laying around. So yeah, I think that's a huge thing for a lot of people. But I mean, also like, how many have they done? The Luke,
Yeah,
Dark
Luke was
Empire
fine.
hasn't had any problems. Again, the Imposter Joker didn't. Jack Sparrow didn't. So it's like we're sitting at like 50% of the figures might have a QC problem, and maybe it's 50% of the figures, and then maybe only like 10 or 15% of those.
Right.
But that's still enough to make people very, very weary.
Right. And I mean,
right
and what the fuck glue are they using, dude? Like I
looks like Cheeto
glue
dust,
stick.
Dude. I don't even
know.
it
must be Elmer's glue, dude. Must be Elmer's glue at this point. I mean, Jesus, like it's just. Look, Marco, I don't know what's going on here, dude. I'm not ready to swear off Artisan yet because I do love my Artisan figures. I have both Anakins, Jack Sparrow. I really love them. God forbid if Loki comes with glue on his head, though. I mean, dude, come on. But I mean, Marco disappeared again.
Damn. And the Loki is going to be very, very bad because his hair is so dark.
Exactly.
It's going to stick out very badly.
It's going to stick out badly if there's glue residue at all. But I will say, clearly Hot Toys, I think, is on top of it because they know what's going on. And I think also the fact that there was a Scarlet Witch head sculpt replacement, I like to theorize that means that they are making extras because they know this might be a problem. Like they're like, let's make extras, or maybe this figures there's some wait lists that are about to convert and they have some other head sculpts. But Sideshow got me one pretty quick. I was surprised when they said we have a replacement head sculpt for you. I was like, what? I did not think they were going to have one. So I was disappointed because I love this figure. I think it's amazing, and I was like, fuck, I'm gonna have to return it, like, and maybe get the sculpted one or something. But yeah. So anyway, Marco, what do you think? I mean, is there enough QC problems here to just avoid outright Artisan?
Well, number one, like you said, hopefully Sideshow and Hot Toys have prepared for any QC issues. Now they're like, okay, this could be an issue. This is kind of an unprecedented line. So now we've got a plan for these having issues. So hopefully they're resolving that, because I think it comes down to who you buy from. If you're buying from overseas, I don't think I would ever feel comfortable. A lot of these are obviously going for higher than retail, right? So if you're spending $800 and maybe you get a dud, that's definitely not something you should be doing, I don't think. But I think based on the smaller sample size that I've had in terms of figures in hand, knock on wood, no issues so far, but they look great. I'm like, okay, I trust this line, especially if I'm getting it from Sideshow. At the very least, I know that they'll, accept my return, but hopefully they're preparing for, a replacement for whatever percentage we're talking about of people that have issues. So if you're going through Sideshow, I think you should feel very confident, and it would be a real bummer if you missed out on figures like the Black Widow. Like, I don't know, the Moon Knight looks really awesome as well, right? Like there's plenty of upcoming ones, that Spider-Man, what is it? The armored Spider-Man. I'm drawing a blank on the suit name.
Iron Spider. Yeah,
Iron Spider. There you go. Oh boy,
dude! If they fuck that one up,
no, they can't, man. That's gonna be an old timer, I think. So obviously you don't want to FOMO buy anything, but if you feel comfortable enough and you got the funds, I'd say like don't miss out on the line, because I think they're putting out some really great figures, all these QC issues aside.
Yeah, I think so too, bro. I think these Artisan figures are really fantastic, and I don't want people to outright swear off them because of these. And I don't think these are the norm. I don't think most people are getting this. I think the vast majority, I would say 90% or higher, are probably getting completely great figures. But I just happened to get a Scarlet Witch that had glue in her hair, and there were definitely other people that had this issue too. So it wasn't just me for Scarlet Witch. I saw a couple of the people who had it. So, but I wouldn't say it's widespread, but it's enough to be like, okay, I'm a little nervous about this, because InArt has had their own problems for sure. InArt has had issues with magnets falling out and things coming unglued and this and that, but they haven't had the hair issue yet. They just had other problems. Figures falling over, weak magnets, whatever. They've started to work on that and improve that. And hopefully Hot Toys takes this and improves whatever the fuck glue they're using. Because somehow get a person on the inside of InArt's team to figure out what they're doing to glue on this hair and do the exact same thing. That's what you got to do. Get a snitch, get like a little inside intel, and then get them to figure out how InArt is gluing these on, and then do the same thing.
Yeah. A lot of these figures are probably made in similar factories, or maybe even some of the same factories. So you could find some of these people and get their secrets.
Exactly, because whatever
InArt's
like
doing,
a threat. Yeah, it's not really happening as much. So anyway, guys, let's continue moving on to the next topic here. Guys, Dean, I think it's time, bro. It's time to talk about JND. It's time. We couldn't go a whole week. And you know what, Dean? I don't even know if you saw the show doc at Joker is what we're talking about. It's Joker. Because Dean is such a good sport, Marco. He hates the fucking Joker. But he's
this is his favorite character, I think.
Him and Darth Maul, I've heard. Yeah,
Darth Maul, Wolverine, I think he's a big fan of as well.
So let's talk about this real quick. Humor me, guys. Humor me on another JND conversation here because I'm going to be real with you. I bought this. So here's what happened, Dean. Here's what happened, okay?
You're a sucker. Dude.
Yeah, dude. Maybe I am. So here's what the deal was. I was like, all right, I got the Type A on order. I want this. I have the Type B with Josh. I'm going to sell one of those. So if anyone's looking for a JND Joker, by the way, hit me up because I will have one available if you are looking for one because I now have too many. But so here's what's going to happen here. So I am getting this figure. It's 40 units worldwide. It's the interrogation version. So you get the display base, you get the chair, you get the articulated silicone hands, you get the handcuffs, and you get the table. So you get everything in the interrogation. You don't get the purple coat, but you do get the smiling head sculpt. You get and the table and everything interrogation wise, right? Total price, free shipping, $800. $800, 40 units worldwide, Marco. 40 units worldwide. It's a very small batch for this one. What happened was they sent an email out. They said, okay, you can enter this lottery. If you win this lottery, you get a chance to buy this. I entered the lottery. I doubt there's that many more than 40 people who are willing to buy this for $800 anyway, but I was one of them. So I happened to win the lottery. I was like, well, look at that. And I sat on, I had 48 hours. About 40 hours in, I was like, let's just do it. Let's do it. Let's do this thing. Let's do it. Let's fucking roll the dice, see what happens. So it's not shipping to the US. So I'm shipping it to a friend who is going to take the figure for me and then ship it for me. So that's going to be fun. And I might as well just say it at this point. I'm shipping it to Justin. Justin's going to do a video on it. And he's going to do his own video, and then I'm going to do one. He's going to ship it to me. And so I'm pretty excited about that. So you guys will get to see, as far as I'm aware, what he told me, a Justin's collection video of this JND figure, which people have been asking him for too. So it's a win-win for everyone involved. Nonetheless, Marco, Dean, I know this is your favorite character, bro. $800.
His face.
Is this reasonable for JND for this package? What do you think?
No.
Okay, next question.
No, it's not.
Because there's no purple coat. Is that what it is?
It's the same figure you already got with less shit. Like,
yeah. I wanted the smiling one because I want to display the interrogation look, and I'm going to display the purple coat with the standard face. That's my goal.
Yeah.
And I kept the InArt jail cell diorama. Because what's probably going to happen, Dean, I'm going to keep the Type A standard version. I'm sorry to cut you off, by the way.
No, here you go.
And I'm going to sell the Type B version. So if people want the version with the 2 head sculpts and the dogs, hit me up because that's the one that's going to go.
The dogs.
Anyway, Dean, go.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I have nothing nice to say.
Marco, he fucking loves.
I don't know what else I could say that I haven't said 1,000 times.
Dude, what about the Joker? How much you hate him?
Just about this character and this diorama scene, and it's just like, okay, so they give you like is it even that different of a head sculpt?
It's the smiling one, yeah, but
that came with
good,
the
though,
other
Dean?
one.
Tell me it looks good, dude. Validate me on this one.
I don't think it does.
That's
maybe
good. Marco, he's hating, dude.
No, because I think the regular like unexpressive sculpt is fine. I think it's good.
Yeah, that one's really good.
I don't like the teeth on this. It looks, I don't know. I don't like it.
You don't like the smiling sculpt on this one?
No, it's kind of goofy looking.
Oh, okay.
Like he's like a little kid and he did something bad and he's like telling you about it. Like, I pooped in the bed. Like,
that would be something like bad. That. Yeah. So that's fair. I mean, any other thoughts on it, Dean? Because
$800, dude, for a stripped down version of the same shit.
I mean, it's everything except the purple coat. But all you could do, you could throw a Hot Toys purple coat on him. You could throw a Topo purple coat. You could throw an InArt purple coat, and he'd be totally fine.
There's a lot of options. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna try to get the Topo one.
Dude.
Yeah, or the Hot Toys one. Someone, if they want to sell me a Hot Toys purple coat, that'd be fine. But
I mean, there's only 40 of them because like you said, who's willing to buy this at this point?
Yeah. And for me, it's what's happening is I'm selling my Type B, so I'm ending up spending less than I otherwise would have. So I didn't spend any more money. So
if you could sell it.
Oh, dude, I can sell it. Someone's gonna want that Joker. It's sold out.
No one's gonna want that,
dude. It's sold out. It's sold out. Marco, you want?
You're gonna lose money on that deal.
Man.
You think so? Okay,
bro. So yeah, no, honestly, so JND totally redeemed themselves in terms of the final product for that Joker, right? I still think the price is ridiculous, but for the purple coat Joker, I think it came out really nice. I think the sculpt is really strong. People are saying the best Joker, hands down. I don't necessarily know if I believe that, but I haven't seen it in hand, so I don't know. They probably could have gotten me on this set, honestly. Like, I'm a big Joker guy. $800. Okay, it's a lot of money, but it's within the realm of like, okay, if it came with the non-smiling sculpt, that's my biggest issue. The smiling sculpt is the weakest part of the entire set, right? And so
I'm the only one who likes it. I love it.
Yeah, I personally don't, but again, I haven't seen it in hand. I don't personally think it's great, but maybe
that's fair.
Maybe you could make a really nice display with it. But I think like that, this is the weaker of the two head sculpts. So if they had put the stronger head sculpt in, and then also put those articulated fingers, and this does or does not come with the table.
It does come with the table, the chair, and the handcuffs and the base. So yeah, all the interrogation stuff. Yeah.
The table is a cool accessory. So like that's pretty awesome. So I think I could have considered it for $800 if it was the different sculpts. But for this, I don't personally see it, but you know what? More power to you. I'm excited for you to get this so you can tell us like how you feel about it. I do think that Hot Toys eventually is going to do an interrogation, right? What DX was it that had the table and had the laughing sculpt? Like, I think that they're going to revisit
DX11, wasn't it?
Yeah, DX11. I think.
Yeah, they could do a 2.0 of that. Yeah.
Honestly, like, I think that they'll revisit a laughing sculpt because that's something that they really haven't given us with all the recent Jokers that Hot Toys has done. So at some point they'll do like interrogation. Maybe they'll even throw a Batman in, right? They've done so many, armories. And so maybe they'll even throw a Batman in and just make it like one big interrogation scene. So I personally would wait for that, but you know what? It's limited to 40. You're going to have like a super rare piece. I'm sure it'll be awesome in your collection. So I don't judge you for getting this. I just think they could have gotten a sale from me as well if they had made some different choices.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. And, again, it's not licensed to the US, so you got to ship it to someone else who's going to ship it to you. And now Australia is no longer shipping to the US. So I'm like, well, that's going to be fun for us. So yeah, but you can still ship FedEx apparently. So I think we're good. So I think
you might have to fly over there and get it, honestly.
I know. I'll just fly over there and pick it up and take it back myself. Yeah, that'd be fun. Because you can fly yourself. You just can't fly a package over there.
That's right. Exactly.
Yeah, you can be the package, but that's about it.
You can be the package.
Yeah, exactly. But I think this looks great. Look, I'm happy to die on this hill. If I'm the only one that says I like the smiling sculpt, that's fine. I've liked it since the beginning. When people said it looked like Fred Armisen, I liked it even then. So.
Bro, Fred Armisen is hilarious.
I did, by the way.
Looks. Oh, good,
Marco. No, go ahead.
I was going to say it looks really strong there on the right. Like the picture on the right, it looks great. But so the furthest right one with the full body shot, but then immediately to the left there, like super questionable.
But see, and you figure Hideout's review with the purple coat on with that sculpt.
Oh, that's sick. Okay, I hadn't seen this, so that looks pretty good.
Figure Hideout had it, and he had it in hand, and and he showed
now the other head
with the silicone, and you can see, like, I mean.
That makes me chuckle. I'm not saying it's bad, but the other angle that you were showing where see that one's just better in my mind, but the other angle looked cool.
Yeah, this angle, I mean, it does. Oh, there's a State Farm advertisement, so that's cool. Dude, maybe I should get YouTube Premium at this point. I'm just being ridiculous. Paying for JND, I should have YouTube Premium. But yeah, I should, honestly. But I mean, I'm happy to get this because
bro, just download Brave.
Is that an app? What is that?
Brave is a web browser. And I'm just kidding. Just going to one
like an advertisement.
No, Brave is a web browser. You just download it. It'll let you convert everything, like all your bookmarks and all your passwords and everything, to it, and you don't get any ads.
Dude, that's pretty legit. I love that.
Yeah, I haven't gotten ads in like 6 months.
Google Chrome used to do that, but then now, Google owns.
Oh,
YouTube.
fucking Google owns fucking YouTube.
Right,
They're not gonna let you fucking.
No, they're not gonna let you do that.
Download Brave. Brave. It's the little sculpt or the little logo is an orange lion, so you know you're in the right place. But yeah, dude, fuck zero. It's so good because I do a lot of art when I'm at my computer, and so I'll be like drawing and listening to like murder podcasts or whatever, or Will Foxification, whatever I have on that day, and like I just get bombarded with ads. Or you know what it was? What really kicked it off? Because I got into the John Cena heel turn stuff, and so I started watching wrestling on YouTube, and it's like every minute and a half they put a fucking ad on their video, and it sent me into a blind rage. I couldn't even see. I had to get Siri to call my sister. I was like, "Fuck, you gotta help me! I can't put up with this shit." And she was like, "Bro, just download Brave. It's the best thing I ever did."
So you were seeing red at that point. I got you. Okay.
Dude, I was so mad because it's like it's a 2-minute video. It's taking me 30 minutes to watch it because they don't let you skip the shit.
Right.
Then they put one not only at the beginning, then at the end of the goddamn video. It's just like,
fucked up.
Dude, stop with this shit. And then you know what's
what's funnier? Someone's gonna be watching this on replay and get an ad right in the middle of your rant.
Yeah. Well, they're gonna download Brave right when it's done.
Yeah, download Brave and you're fine. Yeah.
But dude, I was watching Netflix. My mom has Netflix, and they did that thing where you could they used to just let you share, and now they don't. You have to pay extra to share. And she was like, "Oh, I did it." So we logged into the TV. So I'm eating dinner. I sit down, I turn on Netflix, I start watching something, ads. I was like, if you fucking charge me to use your fucking service, and then you charge me again to share it, and I'm still getting ads, fuck you. Oh, dude, it fucking pisses me off that people put ads on shit that I'm paying for. That's the point of paying.
That is true. I mean, you're onto something there. Unless you're on the Netflix tier where you have the ads and
I need to become a politician or something so I could fucking lobby whatever it is it takes to get a bill passed where it's like, if you're charging for shit, you can't show ads at all.
That's a winning platform right there, dude.
Bro.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, I don't know, because then all the companies are going to be like, fuck this dude. Yeah, we're not putting him in any office.
Take him out.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, then I'll fucking suicide myself.
Yeah, there you go. SJC 360. Thanks so much for that, bro. In total, how much did you spend?
There's gonna be a missing minute of the footage, though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How much did you spend on Joker? Well, it depends on what you define as spend, because if I end up selling type B, it depends. I guess I'll let you know when I'm all said and done. Once I sell type B and I'm able to keep the 2 Jokers that I always wanted, I just got to decide. I kind of want those dogs, and I have the dogs come. So I'm like, I kind of want the dogs, but I don't know. We'll see. If I don't need the dogs, it's fine. I mean, I spent like thousands right now. But
I bet you anything you could go on like BBTS and buy dogs.
Yeah, that's true. But these are JND.
These dogs.
Yeah, these are JND dogs. Yeah, no.
Yeah, but how much better are the dogs?
Yeah, that's true. They're not silicone dogs or anything. You know what I mean? Like, that's not like fucking.
Can I address a comment here?
Yeah, dude. Which one?
Rozzy, Dean, I didn't know you draw. Do you have your art posted somewhere? I don't have my art posted anywhere because, Will, I don't know if I don't think I told you yet.
No.
I'm working on a comic/graphic novel.
Dude.
I'm hoping to be done by the end of the year. I'm about halfway done with it now. We're gonna do I guess I'm just gonna self-publish it, I guess, and we're gonna print some out and sell them. So I will keep everybody updated on that if you guys want to buy my comic book. It's obviously not the whole story. There's going to be several issues, so keep that in mind. But yeah, I'm working on page 12 right now. So,
dude, I'll for sure buy the comic book. Just let me know. I'm definitely down. I'm down to support the cause, 100%, bro. If I can buy JND, I can buy your comic book, dude. I can be supportive. I gotta,
Yeah, we're gonna include some extra stuff, like a poster. Zach's gonna do some 3D printed little things, little knickknacks, maybe a sticker or something. So we're gonna try and add value to the book, because comic books are only if you buy them at a store, what, $4? But I can't charge that, right? It's everything costs money, you know, printing it, shipping it, all that shit. So I want to try and pack in as much as I can to make it worth, you know, whatever it is that we're gonna ask. But there'll be like a signature series where, you know, I sign it, and then there'll be like a we want to do like an alternate cover.
Yeah.
So yeah,
dude, that sounds great, man. I'm totally down. That's great.
Yeah.
I would love for you to sign it. That'd be fucking sick.
Yeah, there you go.
That'd be sick, dude. So Sergeant Sal collects, thanks so much, bro. You got a super chat in here as well. Will is about to get demonetized because of Brave. Yeah, pretty much, bro. Dean's going to take away all my ad revenue.
Oh shit, I'm sorry, Will.
Dude, it's all good,
bro.
Man. Hey, it helps the people. It is what it is. I mean, it's totally fine. But guys, make sure to like the video, by the way. Subscribe to the channel down below if you haven't already. But I have to remind people of that because I just want to make sure you remember.
Wow.
Yeah, click the like button, dude. Click
Illusion
like
Entities comment is great.
What did he say? I didn't even see it.
Dean's releasing a comic
of the year contender.
Yeah,
he gets a round of applause. He's on a roll tonight. Illusion Entities on an absolute.
I would be remiss if I didn't mention my partner in crime on this, Chris Porteous.
Oh, Chris Porteous. Okay.
Yeah, he's amazing. He's helping me because I've been working on this since 2002.
Okay.
Was the first time I like started drawing the character.
Yeah.
And then like building the story and stuff. And then, you know, it's been years at this point. And I have like all the story written down and characters and character sheets. And I just didn't know how to go from that to like putting it down on paper.
Yeah.
And so Chris has been invaluable doing that for me. So,
dude, that's sick, man. I will say, tell me this doesn't look good. Am I taking copium here?
No, like, it looks good.
It looks Marco. Tell me online.
Hello.
Tell me online.
I love that we're on to like 3 topics after this, and your mind was still.
Yeah,
here.
I'm like, nah, dude, we're back on this JND thing. Like,
it does look good. It does look good, honestly. Like, I think both of these look good from this angle. So. Yeah, I think I've come around on JND. Like, oh, okay, maybe they're on to a few things here.
Okay,
but like, just own this. Like, you really need a separate release. You know,
well, I had to. I couldn't.
And there's only 40 of them. Like, what's the fucking point?
It's almost because no one wants to buy
put the diorama up for sale and let them fucking, you know.
Yeah, right.
Honestly,
I don't know why they only did 40, but.
Yeah, that's kind of.
I won the lotto. But... I don't know how many people entered. Probably not many, but
probably 30.
Yeah, right.
But I think eventually you should just go the custom route, like Ben Thomas is doing, right? Like I think it's very expensive to get those custom sculpts, but I think the guy's name is John Woo.
I saw that
but they look incredible. So I think eventually I'll get there as well. But I haven't had the stomach to pull the trigger on like an $800 sculpt, but I'll get there someday.
Maybe one day, dude. Maybe one day. Guys, let's talk about, look, I ran a poll recently. We need to talk about this. I've run several polls recently, and I'm really glad that people are engaging with them. I'm so happy about that. So thank you guys so much for doing that. I ran a poll asking which company produces the highest quality 1/6 scale figures. And look, I was a little bit surprised by the results. I thought it was primarily going to be Hot Toys that took it and ran away with it here. I thought InArt would be in the running, but InArt actually ran away with it here, 15% higher. We had 1.8K votes on this one. A lot of votes, a lot of people contributing, a lot of good data here to use. And the and the community really obviously believes, at least so far as this channel is concerned, that InArt is producing the highest quality 1/6 scale figures. So again, 52%. What were we saying, Dean?
I was gonna say it's hard to argue.
It is. I mean, JND's in there, but they're so expensive. I get it, and they've only released one figure, really. So I mean, the Batman's kind of out there, but no one's really seen it yet. So.
Well, it's like we were talking earlier with the Artisan stuff.
Yep.
InArt doesn't have those issues. When they finally come out with their figure, it's damn near perfect every single time.
Yep.
I can't think of a single release that was, other than like the first Joker, which again is their first figure. It was falling over a lot, and some people's hair was messed up.
Yeah,
I mean those are like really simple problems to fix. But Hot Toys is also doing a much larger volume.
Yes.
So it's like some shit is gonna slip through the cracks. But I mean, yeah, InArt is killing it.
Yeah, InArt's absolutely killing it, and I think they've 100% changed the game. They have 100% changed the game of 1/6 scale collecting.
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah.
Dean, Artisan was not going to happen without InArt. I mean, that was InArt came into the picture, and Hot Toys was like, okay, I guess these bitches want premium figures. Let's do it. I mean, you know,
yeah,
and
then Pure Art started doing the hair.
Asmus was already doing Crown Series before that.
Yeah, Asmus was already doing it, and then it was kind of no, I don't think they did it either before. What is it?
Is it Caustic Plastic? They've been
Caustic Plastic. They were. I don't think they did rooting before, or
you
know, implantation.
Well, I saw Asmus put out that Snake Plissken. It looks rough,
dude.
It looks.
The sculpted one looks okay. The rooted one looks.
Yeah, it looked
bad.
Rough. It looked rough.
The sculpted one, I guess, because his face is like real round. I was like, what are they doing?
And the skin tone didn't look like it even matched. Like the head sculpt and the body looked different. I was like, what the fuck happened here?
So it's like when you have the rooted hair on it, it just, you know, it lays kind of flatter.
Yeah.
And so it just made his face look real bulbous.
Right.
Bulbous, you know.
But I mean, Dean, do you think it's inarguable that InArt overall is producing the highest quality? I mean, you're right. It's hard to argue. InArt is fucking killing it. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some times where, again, like this Hot Toys Vader, it's fucking crazy how good that is. But it's also Darth Vader. Like,
right.
I bet you anything they take their time with that. Where it's like, Winter Soldiers, just get him out. You know, I know that figure's not out yet, and you know, maybe it doesn't have any problems, but we have seen figures released with issues, and it's like, did you really like take your time putting out the best thing you could? Not every time. So I feel like with InArt, again, they're not doing the same volume as Hot Toys, so they can spend that little extra time on making sure everything is, you know, it's a little bow on it.
Right. I mean, and look, I just took a couple examples from each company. And JND obviously doesn't have much to work with. You have Joker, really, and then Batman, which I think is slightly disappointing, to be honest, if not very disappointing, because I think the Christian Bale is okay. He looks a little bit old, and then the Batman's a statue. So don't love that. And, you know, it's like $1,800 with the armory. It's a lot for that. But the Joker, I think, came out really strong. Two-Face looks good in prototype format. Hot Toys has been, killing it. Whether people, want to give them credit. I think the Artisan line still has been successful, but with hiccups, no doubt about it. I think once they figure out the glue thing, I think you got a good line here. And I think you just need to make them real fucking leather, stop using pleather, and give them better diorama bases and better accessories. Because it should be premium more than just the rooted hair or the glued on hair, whatever you want to call it. It should be more than that. And I think they need to have a fundamental shift in that way. But overall, I like where they're headed with it. But Marco, what do you think? Who's producing the highest quality? Look, at the end of the day, I think InArt is probably the winner in this situation. If JND starts releasing like 10 figures that are as good as their Joker, then I'll be like, okay, it's probably JND. But I think InArt overall is their body of work so far, and every figure, besides maybe their Heath Ledger Joker over time, that one's kind of not aged well. But everything else is a fucking banger. Like every other figure they've released, I'm like, that is an amazing figure. But what are your thoughts, Marco? Who's winning this one right now?
Yeah, this is a tough topic, right? Because things become so polarized. People are like, oh, I'm either a fan of this and this. I just want to say, like, I think we're really blessed to have so many good companies to choose from, making like really high quality releases. I'll just say, like, from the InArt perspective, they've earned the benefit of the doubt for me, where it's like, if they're making a character that I like, I feel comfortable purchasing it because I think it's going to be really super high quality, and it'll be like a unique experience. Even if it's a figure or a character that I only sort of like Aragorn,
right?
That was still one of my favorite figures I've unboxed. Like just all the little details. I'm a big accessory person, so even if it's going to stay in the box, just the ability to like, all right, this is really cool. It's like a mini version. It is a mini version of what you see on screen, and so I think probably in terms of quality, InArt, but Hot Toys obviously they're putting out incredible figures as well. I want to add one more to the list though, Blitzway. I think with their DeLorean that they're going to be putting out here, we already know that the Ecto 1 was really high quality. The what was it? The Kurt Cobain, like we heard a lot of good things about that.
Yeah.
Right. And so the Ghostbusters, obviously. So I feel like, as you know, if they keep hitting on all cylinders, they're going to really kind of elevate. You know, they're not putting out a ton of stuff, but I think it's nice to have them in the mix because they're doing really high quality stuff as well.
Yeah, they really are. And dude, I hope at one point they teased the boys figures. There was a Homelander and a Butcher that they had teased, which I would be all over if Blitzway produced something really, really strong, which I think they are capable of. No one really seems to want to do that boys in a high quality format. Blitzway is just taking their time with it. They're very slow. But I am hopeful that they can release something really nice. But yeah, I mean, look, I'm excited for this JND Joker. Maybe it will change my tune on everything. Hot Toys Artisan line, I'm loving it, besides my Scarlet Witch having a glue head. The other figures I really love. InArt, I mean, I've said, I don't know if you saw this, Marco. I think the best head sculpt that InArt has done so far from my collection, I think I've reviewed everyone except for maybe like Ron and Hermione. The Arthur Fleck Joker, which is why I put this in here. Like, I think it's incredible. I love that figure. And I think it's being underrated a little bit because of the second film. But the Timothée Chalamet Dune is also insane. That figure is insane.
It's a good one too.
Yeah,
I've got the rooted hair in the box because I really liked the look with.
Dude, the mask look is cool as shit. Yeah,
it's so cool. But I got to bust out the rooted. It's too good to leave.
It's tough because when I did the review and I put the mask look on, I almost considered buying a second one because I was like, that is such a cool look. Like, put the hood on him with the mask. I was like, that looks really cool. That looks really great. But Hot Toys also, we got to give them some credit, man. All three of these companies are absolutely killing it. I probably would vote with the consensus here with InArt because I feel like JND doesn't have enough of a body of work yet. But if we're just judging, I think that one Joker figure, which is why I spent so much on it, I think that is higher quality than anything InArt has produced from what I've seen. But we'll only see. We'll see. It should be. It's like fucking $800 per figure. So it should be better. But I think it will be. But we'll see. Only time will tell. Maybe it's a pain in the ass with the silicone. Who fucking knows? But InArt is... Every InArt figure, the unboxing experience, the quality, it's insane. Hot Toys have certain figures that hit that quality, like this Darth Vader battle damage. I think is going to reach that for a lot of people. I think it's going to be like this is Hot Toys, right? The new Black Widow, the Jack Sparrow. There's Marco. He's gone again. The Jack Sparrow, Dean. I think there's Bane is another one. Feral Predator. I think there are certainly figures that are.
Yeah, I mean it's not like Hot Toys is releasing garbage.
No,
they're coming out with really great stuff at a much, I would argue, higher quality than we've seen recently, or not recently, but over the years, right? They keep getting better, which is what you want to see. And I think InArt is the reason for that, right? They're not the only fish in the pond anymore. So yeah, I don't want to take away from Hot Toys because Hot Toys, again, they're doing great. And I love Hot Toys. I don't even own a single InArt figure because they just haven't released something where I'm like, I have to own this. Right. You know? So yeah, I still love Hot Toys to death, but like objectively speaking, InArt's just killing it, dude. They're doing really good.
Yeah, right. They're making really high quality shit. And I think JND can win people over if they start releasing about maybe 5 figures and they're all really high quality like this Joker. I think they could, if John Wick goes up for pre-order and he eventually releases and he looks like this Joker and he looks insanely good, I think people might start to feel like, okay, you can't buy every JND because they're too expensive. But for the right character, like Joker is for me, I think you might.
And that $800 price point, if we could get it to our door in the US for $800, I'm not saying that's possible, but that's in striking distance of InArt. And if they want to say like, okay, we're, just that next tier of quality, I feel like they could move way more units, but where they're at currently is a little bit too wild for most people.
Yeah, I think so too. A lot of people aren't willing to spend that little extra bit. But like Dean and I were saying, Marco, like if you just don't buy 2 figures, you can get it. Like, I mean, 2.5 figures depends. But like I put a graphic up on my Instagram. It was Darth Vader battle damage and Jar Jar Binks. If you just didn't buy those 2 figures, you could probably buy JND John Wick. Like if John Wick is that important to you. Yeah. So, and a lot of people could get, like, maybe you already have a Darth Vader. Maybe you really don't fucking need Jar Jar Binks. Like you don't need, he's amazing. Yeah. I'm getting him. But it's like, if I had to give him up to get John Wick from JND, I would do it. Yeah. Which is what I did to get these Jokers. I sold a bunch of stuff. So
one of my favorite podcasts is called the Afford Anything podcast, and her slogan is, "You can afford anything, you just can't afford everything." So every decision involves a trade-off, and it's totally right. Like if you really want it, you find a way to make it happen.
Yep, 100%. So guys, let's keep moving here. So there's a couple topics I think that we could run through here. I don't think there was any super chats that I missed. Let me just run through real quick. No, I think we're good. Okay, we're good. So guys, let's move on. I think we have time for one more topic here. I made a video recently, and guys, look, this is purely speculation. I'm going off the numbers that I have and what I've seen from YouTube analytics, and also from the engagement that I'm seeing in the community. So I did a video recently about Hot Toys collectors quitting the hobby, and it actually did far better than I envisioned it doing. Like, it got a lot of engagement. A lot of people were commenting saying why they quit already, or why they're considering quitting, or why they've dialed back on their collection. And I think it was an interesting topic that we should broach here to wrap things up, because it's like, why are people getting sort of disenchanted with the idea of collecting Hot Toys these days? And I'm not exactly sure what the reason for that is. I mean, I had 6 reasons that I felt like were contributing. One of the major comments, Marco and Dean, that I saw is people were saying space. People were saying, I don't have space to keep buying stuff, blah, blah, blah. I didn't put that in the video. Obviously, I considered that, because that's an ongoing issue regardless of the time period. Like, you're always going to have, no matter the climate, you're always going to have a space concern. No one has infinite space for the most part, so you're not going to be able to collect everything. And the prices. But Dean, I got to ask you, bro, do you think Hot Toys collectors are leaving the hobby? Because I can just tell you from seeing my own YouTube analytics and seeing what people are telling me and seeing the feedback I've gotten from this video, maybe there's a new era of collectors coming in, but there are definitely some who are bowing out, and I'm wondering why that is exactly. What do you think about that?
Space is definitely a factor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Money, you can't buy every single release as much as some of us would like to. Also, like I've said this before, when it comes to like Star Wars, I try to really only stick to A New Hope. When it comes to the original trilogy, those figures have already out. They've already been out.
Yeah.
Now I do have a Clone Wars section, so like I have clones, I have Anakin and Obi-Wan and Yoda, and I want a Grievous, and that would pretty much set me up for my prequel stuff if I got Grievous. So I don't need a Darth Maul, I don't need Dooku, I don't need Mace Windu, Sacy 10,
No.
So it's just like a lot of, also like, the figures people really want are either already out or they're waiting for it. It's like, yeah, I want Han Solo, but I want the Empire Strikes Back one. Why would I buy the Return of the Jedi version?
Right.
Yeah, it's out now, but it's not the one I want. So I think a lot of that also comes into factor too. It's like, until Hot Toys announces an Artisan Luke Skywalker, I'm probably never going to buy another Luke Skywalker.
Right. Yeah. It's coming in the next 2 years, though. Yeah.
I hope so.
For the anniversary.
I really want that figure.
It'd be 50-year anniversary, so.
So yeah, I think it's just something like that. Or like, I mean, how many Darth Vaders have we seen over the past 3 years? 4?
Probably 4 or 5. Yeah, because you got the Kenobi, you got the battle damage, you got the new episode 3. Is that it?
Empire?
Return of the Jedi. Return of the Jedi. Yeah.
And it's like, how many Vaders are you theoretically?
Oh, and the dueling effects Vader. Yeah.
Yeah, the dueling effects Vader. And then the Hono Vader.
Yeah, right.
Like, most people already own the Vader that they're going to own.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, it took all of those Vaders for me to get to buy one more.
Yeah. I think the huge part of this too, Dean, is, by the way, is exactly what Sal said. I think it is Marvel and Star Wars, which I put in my video. Marvel, check it out if you haven't already. Marvel and Star Wars are in a huge depression right now. Like, this is like, until Doomsday comes out and Star Wars starts releasing some good shit consistently, I mean, people will always go for the original stuff and prequels. They'll go for that.
Yeah, I mean, I bought Chrome Mando.
Yeah.
Because Mandalorian was dope as fuck when it came out, right?
Yeah, first 2 seasons were great.
And then when Bo-Katan made her appearance on the show, I've loved Bo-Katan since Clone Wars. I was like, bro, I'm buying Bo-Katan fucking day one, and I did. But I didn't buy, you know, the Grogu release, the IG-11. And then when the Ahsoka show was coming out, I was super excited because, you know, you got Hera, Chopper, Sabine, Ahsoka, and then that show was just like not great, and I was just like not motivated to buy anything, and I still haven't. And it's like I like those characters. I was excited to get those characters in figure form, but it's like,
isn't it wild though, Dean, to think about like how hot Mando was for a little while? Like Mando,
it was crazy.
Like, it was a phenomenon.
Cultural phenomenon.
Marco, you can comment on this one. Like it was a cultural phenomenon, and the Hot Toys was making everything from Mando because it was selling like hotcakes. So people were like could not get Mando shit fast enough. They were like Mando was fucking it for a while, and like baby Yoda Grogu was everywhere. Like it was everywhere. The first time with Sideshow announced a Grogu, I remember it was like crashing the website. People were trying to pre-order it so fast. So, Marco, what do you think about this? Are people leaving the hobby? What's your speculation on this?
Yeah, I think all those variables that y'all touched on are like super valid. I think like it definitely comes down to economic uncertainty for a lot of people.
Yeah.
It kind of feels like since the pandemic and maybe even before then, honestly, who can even remember? It feels like, all right, are we like headed towards a recession? Are we like it feels like there's just been so much uncertainty for so long. And I think we're fortunate that, kind of the world economy has kind of stayed afloat for the most part for a long time, but it's always like, man, things are getting more expensive. Housing costs are insane. Food costs are continue to go up. And so it doesn't feel like we're getting a whole lot of relief in other areas of our life. And then I just think about like, there's just so much stuff coming out. Like you guys are saying, even without the big lines, without Marvel and Star Wars, there's still tons of companies, tons of one-offs. Like there's just no shortage of things being announced, and Artisan exclusives. Like there's always, so like we're part of this machine that I kind of wonder, like, is it ever sustainable to collect things? Like, is it almost designed for you to get fatigued at a certain point, like buy until you have no more space, have no more funds, and then like you have to move on? For most people, like I feel like companies that might even be like a good percentage of their consumer base. They understand that people are going to be super into this hobby for a little bit and be really compulsive and then tap out at a certain point. And so it might just be built into the hobby to begin with, which is kind of a sad reality. But yeah, I think there's just like so many factors, but it's probably just going to come down to the money and, people having to prioritize other things. And I know for me, definitely, like you said, space, right? Like my collection is evolving. I'm building some more Module cases over here. These are going to have to go eventually to make room if I want to keep collecting. But yeah, it's you run out of capacity, both financially and space wise eventually. So I think at a certain point we all have to make a tough decision.
Yeah, I think so too, bro. And that for me, like, and I will say like one idea that I have with my collection, and people may start to see this with mine over time, I think I'm going to start curating even more. I think I'm going to trim down this stuff a little bit more because I want to be able to space each figure out and be able to see each one individually in its own right. Okay. Instead, I do have rows, and sometimes figures get a little obscured in that setup. Yeah. And I kind of want to try reducing it a little bit and really showcasing each figure in its own right. And that's something I kind of want to try. So I might start trimming down a little bit and selling certain things just in order to do that. And just, go after the most meaningful and highest quality collection I can have that's spaced out in a way that looks really clean. So, and I have more Module cases when I do eventually have more space. Hopefully one day I will build them and add more figures again and still space them out nicely. But I really do want to kind of make things really clean looking. So anyway, but guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Again, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. But we are going to wrap it there. Thank you so much to Marco. Thank you so much to Dean. You guys were amazing. And Dean, I know there's some stuff going on in Collecting Weekly. Maybe Marco's going to show up one day soon. He's going to show up.
Yeah, or maybe. I don't know, dude.
Yeah, I know. He's been busy. He's a busy man, though.
Yeah, I can't knock him.
Yeah,
well, I love and miss him. So it was nice.
Don't we all?
Today.
Love you too, bud.
But CW, yeah, we got. I don't know, dude. All week we got. We got stuff for you. So come on down.
Nice. Yeah.
Bro, what's going on with the Dream Suds? You got to tell everyone.
Oh yeah, what is Dean selling soap now?
Yeah, we started making soap. Dean the Dream soap. We only have. It's a lot more expensive, a lot harder than we thought it was.
Dean the Clean.
Yeah. Dream Suds, what we're calling it. It's mahogany teak wood is the fragrance. It's very manly, it's like a nice musk.
And it has your bath water in it too, right? Sorry, Will.
Yeah. Oh no, that sounds great actually. That's the extra selling. That's the deluxe edition. Yeah.
I said what's cool is like you could be washing with it and you don't know if it's your ass hair or Dean's ass hair. So that's
great.
Bonus.
You got to get in a queue to get that.
So I think our top tier Patreonies get one for free. And then if you want to buy it, you can I guess message Zach at Collecting Weekly. It's gonna have a sticker on the actual. We shrink wrap the soap and then we put it in a box, and then there'll be a sticker on the box and there'll be a sticker inside the box, so you get the Dean the Dream sticker. But yeah, it's full on. We made soap.
Yeah, that sounds great. Well, there you go. You can buy Dean the Dream soap, Dream Suds. Yeah.
Yeah, we were like, hey, if Sydney Sweeney could do it,
then
I can do it.
Of course, you can.
Equally as hot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, in everyone's eyes, no doubt about it.
Yeah, I might have bigger tits. I'm not sure.
Holy shit!
I mean, you could win some people over with that. That's a selling point. But guys, check out Collecting Weekly. Marco, anything on 16 Fix, bro, that you want to promote real quick?
Yeah, our channel's been a little quiet, but have been doing the show with Jose Plus called Más o Menos, and it's like a show about kind of our heritage, but then also he does this really awesome thing where it's like a figure competition. So it's called the King Shark Tank, where people come on and it's always like these different streamers come on and pitch us a figure that they want to see. So they pitch it to InArt, they pitch it to Hot Toys, and say like the cool thing is Connor Hot Toys Hotline had pitched I forget the main character from The Mummy, and then maybe a week and a half later for Comic-Con they had the prototype from whatever company is putting out the Mummy figure. So it's kind of cool to see. It's like we just talked about this. So the next one we're doing, Brick Artemis is doing a 24-hour stream on a bunch of different channels.
Yeah.
I
heard about that. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so I think Jose and I have the 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. Pacific time slot, and we're going to do a special edition of Más o Menos. So definitely come check us out during that. And I want to give a shout out to a few people in the comments really quickly. So I see Mikey showing me some love, and I saw some others there earlier. So appreciate y'all. Made me feel good about myself. And then a Big Dog Pound. I'm not going to do the woo, but Omarion Hampton, good call. But Travion Harris as well in your fantasy drafts.
Dude, I got my fantasy draft this Sunday. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, Sunday. Okay.
Yeah, nice, It's going to be fun, dude. It's fun. It's a 10-man league. So
is that football?
Yeah, fantasy football. Yeah. Because the season starts on Thursday of next week.
That's right. Thursday, Friday.
Exactly. All the Thursday games that you have to remember each week. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be fun. I love fantasy football. So I'm glad that I played it last year, but we didn't do our specific league last year, but this year we are. So I'm really looking.
They're doing a game exclusively on YouTube as well.
Oh, nice. Okay.
In Brazil, but they're putting it up on YouTube, which is kind of a cool, innovative thing for them to do.
Yeah, I think it sounds great. It's worth a shot. It'll probably be like fucking who's the worst team? Like the Jaguars and the Raiders.
I think it's like, how dare you, first of all. How dare you slander the Raiders like
Raiders
that?
Actually might be decent this year. Actually.
It might be okay. They might be okay. But I think it's like Chargers and someone else.
So. Okay, gotcha. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Check out these guys, Collecting Weekly and 16 Fix. And of course, check out the videos on this channel. I did a JND video. I did a Hot Toys Collectors Are Quitting video. I did some others. Han Solo review is almost done. So I'm reviewing Han Solo from Return of the Jedi. That is almost done. It will be up on the channel here shortly. And if you guys have any questions, let me know. Shoot me an Instagram message. I'm a little bit behind on answering, but I will catch up. I promise, answering comments and all that. Again, make sure to like this video and subscribe. Guys, thank you so much. We will catch you in the next one. Make sure to not miss any of these guys' content and, of course, the videos on this channel. And, of course, we're back Friday, 5:15 p.m. Eastern. We never miss a live stream. We're here. We'll see you then. Bye. Thank you for watching another episode of Lights, Camera, Collect. Please make sure to click the like button and subscribe to this channel. And, of course, check out my amazing co-host channel, Dean the Dream, Collecting Weekly, linked in the description below. Thank you so much, and see you in the next one.